Thank you, Mr. Santiago, for a sincere, heartfelt response. The time has come to introduce our special guest of honor, a gentleman I introduced earlier. In light of my errors before, I will read a short bio on Professor Alfred Christy, and then kindly call him to the stage to deliver a keynote address. Alfred Christy is an outstanding patrician and currently a professor of chemistry at Agder University in Norway. His international standing earned him respect in his discipline, and this fact is clearly reinforced by his appointment as the Research Proposal Reviewer for the National Science Foundation Division of Earth Sciences. Furthermore, he has been included in the Marquee Who's Who of the World, Man of the Year Award in 1994, 20th Century Achievement Award in 1995, and classified as 500 leaders of influence in the world. He has published over 100 papers in scientific journals, books, and reports on the applications of spectroscopy to chemical problems, authored 6 textbook chapters in related topics, over 60 oral presentations at world conferences, designed and produced a variety of equipments while researching in FTJR spectroscopy. Professor Christy was the first one to receive a doctor's degree and to be appointed as a professor among the Norwegian-educated Tamils in Norway. He is currently living with his family in Kristiansand, a city in southern Norway. He truly has earned his name as one of the world leaders in his field. Please join me in welcoming our special guest, Professor Alfred A. Christy.
Distinguished guests, ladies, patricians, and friends. First of all, I would like to thank the 25th Anniversary Celebration Committee for giving me this opportunity to be here as your special guest of honor. I want you all to know how honored and delighted I am to be here with my wife to grace this occasion. Today, we are all gathered here to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Ontario Alumni Association of St. Patrick's College, one of the greatest and leading educational institutions in Canada. Several patricians have reached great heights in all walks of life and living all around the world and shining. They are all proud of being the product of the great institution. As you all know, the Alumni Association, a non-profit organization, was founded in 1987 in Toronto by a group of past students who fled the civil war in Sri Lanka. The membership of the association increased with time as the number of patricians among the immigrants increased. With the help of the volunteering members, the Alumni Association was able to organize several different events in the past to bring the patricians living in the greater Toronto area together. There have been greater turnouts to these functions, and all these indicate the efforts and dedication of the association to bring the past students of the STC together. Today's anniversary event is another opportunity in this regard that has brought several hundreds of old patricians and their families together. When patricians get together in this manner, one of the topics for discussion will be of school days experience. Because the school days are patricians never forget. I would like to recollect my school days and share some of the events and one or two incidents that have taken place during the time I was student at St. Patrick's from 1963 to 1971. In order to do this, I can only refer to the matrix of people surrounded me, incidents and events that have taken place during these years and registered in my memory as permanent records. Friends always play an important part in the school life of students. I was lucky to have caring friends like Ranjan Ferdinand, Oma Vaniyasingam, the late Ben Edmanasingi, John Edmanasingi, Selvendran, A.P. Joseph, Satyajivan, E.J. Anton, and several others. We had all the fun as the other students without inconveniencing anyone. We roamed around the streets of Jasper, occasionally stopping by at cafes for a quick 4 races and a plain tea. Running and hiding as soon as we sight a black Morris Minor with registration number 33-2800. The GCOL class of 1968 was famous in all respects. More than 90% of the students of the class are now engineers, doctors, and accountants. All these students were shaped by the dedicated teachers of St. Patrick's. During my first years in the school, we had dedicated teachers like Mr. Perimbanayaka, Mr. Aralanandam, Mr. Agustin, Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. X.F. Xavier, and several others who prepared us for the first hurdle in our life, the 8th grade examination. Then we had teachers like the late Mr. S.M. Christy, Mr. Alfred Christy7, Mr. F.N.C. Saprimuthu, Mr. C.R. Joseph, and others who prepared for the GCOL examination. When we got to the 11th grade, we had the late Mr. Sam Alfred, the late Mr. B. Lawrence, Mr. D.S. Gnanapragasam, and Mr. L.B. Anthony, Mr. Constantine, and others. These teachers laid the foundation for the career of most of the doctors and engineers and others present in this hall. It was a blessing for the patricians to have these wonderful human beings as their teachers. As an educator, I know that the students have their favorite teachers and the teachers have their favorite students. This favoritism has been always related to how hardworking the intelligent student is. Even though the claim is disputed, the teachers tend to favor these individual favorite students. I do not know whether I was a favorite student of any of the teachers, but I had my favorite teachers. These teachers have laid the foundation upon which I have built my professional career on. The dedication of these teachers in the profession has shaped the lives of not only patricians, but also several hundreds of others from Jaffna district. Now you all might have guessed who these individuals are. They are the late Mr. Sam Alfred and Mr. D.S. Gnanapragasam. I was fortunate to have these two great persons as my teachers in chemistry and physics. The core subjects of science I am still using in my research career. There is no doubt that I am standing here because of the hard work of these teachers. I owe a lot for these teachers and my school, and I do think it's a shame that teachers don't often get their praise they deserve. St. Patrick's College has also reached great heights in sports. The college has shined in cricket, football, and basketball. My attempt to take part in sports was not successful. When I was studying the 9th grade, the school announced selection of players for a junior team in cricket. I registered my name and was called for a practice and selection of players. Father Michael Joseph was the person in charge for the selection. I fared well in fielding by chasing the balls. When the time came for batting, I was given 2 hour overs to show what I could do. I was able to hit or rather touch the ball only twice with my bat. At the end of the overs, I was asked to go out and not to come back again in the field. Even though I was disappointed in faring so poorly in the selection, I decided to watch the practice and all the other matches from the boundary line. I have been to watch most of the cricket and football matches played by the college teams. My favorite players in cricket were Santiago and A.C. Crowther. I like the hard-hitting batting of Crowther. Crowther has also been a great goalkeeper in football. I still remember one of the matches played where Crowther could show his talent was against the Air Force. Patrick's College ground was crammed with people to watch this match. Crowther kicked the ball several times during this match and they all landed very close to the goal area on the other side. Even though the final score was 5-2 against the college team played very well in the match. And most of the spectators were praising the bravery of the young football players of St. Andrews. Apart from these two, the school had also players like Satyanathan, Namanilan and several others. The college has also staged several social events and plays during these years. One of these events recorded in my memory is the Passion Play where Mr. D.S. Jnanaprakasan and Mr. Cyril Swampule played important roles. The play was a success and was seen by several thousands of people came from different parts of the country. I am sure each and every technician in this hall has a memory of several different events and incidents that have taken place during their school career, and today is one of the days we all can look back and share these memories with our friends and fellow technicians. Whenever we gather in these events like these, we should not forget to think and discuss about our alma mater in its present situation. Our help in every way is needed to support our alma mater in Jaffna. The Ontario Alumni Association has its ambitious projects and plans to support the efforts of our rector in building modern and secure learning environment for the present students of SPC Jaffna. In addition to this, Alumni Association has started a fundraising event to sponsor the boarding, lodging of the eligible war-affected GC advanced level students from Bandy for 2 years at St. Andrews. I admire the courage of the association in embarking on such a project. We should not lose the chance of making great individuals from the talented poor children. Some of them are definitely going to shape the world in the future. In this respect, I would like to appeal the old patricians to strengthen the hands of the Alumni Association economically so that they can achieve their set goal. Thank you all very much for your patience.